Welcome to the Big Bear Homestead. And today in our preparedness series, we're going to continue on showing you guys how to cook in a grid down situation. So today, we're making a roast. Okay, so today we're going to, once again, use the Dutch oven and prepare a meal like the grid is down. Now, we haven't bugged out yet, so don't be leaving any comments about I can't carry a Dutch oven in my bug out bag. No, this is meals for when the grid's gone down and it doesn't look like it's going to go back up and you don't want a lot of your meat and stuff to go bad. So, here's our way that we cook this roast out on the fire. Some things you're going to need. Obviously, you're going to need a pork roast or a deer roast or any type of roast that you, beef, whatever that you're going to use. We're going to use a pork roast for today. Some potatoes, onion, any other vegetable that you may want to add, celery, carrots, anything like that. Salt, pepper, and any other herbs and spices that you may want to powder your meat with. Okay? Well, the very first thing that you need to do, now, let me put a caveat here for a second. If you're going to try to cook this just super hot with the fire going there right beside it, go ahead and put some vegetable oil or olive oil in this pot. Now, if you're also going to use a very lean meat, go ahead and put some olive oil or vegetable oil in your Dutch oven. If not, then you can do it just like this, okay? Cut up your potatoes and onions into chunks, okay? Now you cut them up in any old sort of way that you want. No big deal. It's no real rhyme or fashion on how to do it. Okay, we kind of like big chunks, so go ahead and then toss them into the bottom of your Dutch oven. Okay, now the reason why we're doing it this way, okay, is because the fat from the roast is going to provide enough juices that you don't have to worry about scorching or anything. Plus, we like to cook ours low and slow, so that way it's just going to be on some coals, and it's going to take some time for this meal to get done. And this is another great thing that you can set up in this grid down situation with this Dutch oven, that you can kind of get your fire going and then do security patrols if you feel necessary. Start getting things to set up, getting your homestead set up, because obviously if you've reached this point, more than likely that grid's not coming back on. And so you need to start getting things in place. And so time is important to you right now. And so this is one of those things that you could set up first thing in the morning and then get your fire going, go ahead and prepare it. Okay, get everything nice and set up. Those chunks are a little bit too big. And then place it out on your coals. And then every so often, you come, check your fire, freshen up the coals. And this can slow cook for you all day. Also, you won't need a really big fire because you're going to be mostly cooking with the coals. Okay, so you just need to make sure that you've got a fire that's producing good coals, which means you're using a lot of hardwood. Okay, and like I said, you just chop these bad boys up in any way that you want them. Okay, get a good layer on the bottom of the potatoes. Now, you can also go ahead and sprinkle with salt and pepper if you want to. I like to, just so that way when it gets all good and juicy and going, it's good to go. Now, I put 2, 3 potatoes down there. Okay, now I'm going to switch to the onion. And I think last time somebody put in the comments another good way to be able to cut an onion without crying. I forget who it was and I forget what they said. But that was in the grunt stew one, so y'all going over there and check that one out also. And so while I'm here cutting up these vegetables, I want to talk about a community that I'm a part of on Facebook. Woo, here come the tears. Here come the tears. Now, I want to give a channel shout out to a couple of channels that are a part of this community. Okay? Wow. Ooh, doggy. Had to try my trick, just eat some onion. Oh. Now, okay, sorry about that. The battery on the camera just stopped, even though it said it had 4 bars. Huh. It's amazing how you cannot trust equipment that's made in China. Go figure. Forgot to turn that one back on, but that's okay. We're gonna get through this together. All right, so I finished getting the onion cut up, but while I was cutting it up, I wanted to tell you guys about some great YouTube channels that are out there. And I want to ask a favor. One of these YouTube channels, I just met the guy here, I don't know, maybe a month ago. But his name's The Weekend Homestead. Okay? And I want you guys to go over there and check him out. He recently just pulled something in his back and he's kind of laid out and everything. So I appreciate if y'all would go on over to his channel and pick a video, watch it, and tell him that, hey, Big Bear says get well soon, and wish him some good wishes. Also, I also want to give some channel shout outs to Alderman Farms. Tommy over there at Alderman Farms. Those are good folks over there at Alderman Farms, and they've been doing a lot of great gardening videos here of late and stuff with goats and stuff like that. Now, let's talk about the meat here. Okay, you see I just trimmed off some fat. I'm just going to go ahead and throw that in there because that's going to help with the juices. Okay, now, I always like to give my meat a good once over, try to trim it up and see if there's any other straggly fat pieces like this one here that just need to kind of go. Alright? Now, I'm going to give another shout out to Wallace Knife Works, because just as soon as we can afford to buy his kitchen set, we're going to get it, because these other knives are just, look, once you use a Wallace knife, you really don't want anything else. I'm going to be 100% honest with you. We got his Skinner, and he specifically made a knife for me, a beaver knife for me, to help me skin beavers. And I tell you, it slices through that beaver like a hot knife through room temperature butter. Just awesome knives. So y'all go and check him out as well. Okay, now once it comes to the meat, you gotta spank it every now and then. Okay, just slap it, try to get everything to open up. I massage it a little bit. Okay, and then we add our spices. Now I add a little salt, and what you'll see me do, okay, is I'll sprinkle it like right here on the fat, okay, a little bit. Now we're using some Italian herbs and seasonings here, and just like that. Then I kind of rub it in, I massage it in a little bit, and then I'll flip it, right, and do the same thing again. Now, at this process, you can put any spices that you want. Okay? And believe it or not, this would be the time that if you were running low on a spice, I'd probably just go ahead and use that spice up if you really liked it. And then any spices that you have a good abundance of, this would be the time to beef up your bug out bag with it. And with the straw method that we all learned from Southern Prepper 1. And if you haven't, I'm going to be doing our take on making the straw capsules and how we do it. Okay? So you got it good and seasoned up, right? And everything good and massaged in. You know, and if you're a good weekend barbecue guy and you've got your rubs and you've got your injections, you can go ahead and do that here too. I'm a slacker. We don't have that many rubs here. We just usually make it up as we go along. Okay? And then I just take my meat, right? Let me space everybody out here a little bit more. Okay? And I just place it on top of my potatoes and my onions and carrots and anything else we want. Now, at this point in time, I'll come back and I might dice up another potato or two to help, well, just give us more to eat so that way they don't go bad. Okay? Remember, a lot of these meals, you're fixing, one, you want very high calories because you're probably going to be doing a lot of work around your homestead at this time. Trying to figure out what's going on, protecting your homestead, everything that goes on with any particular scenario. Okay? And you just toss these things in here. And then you can put your lid on and we'll take it out to the fire. So I'm going to finish cutting up these last two potatoes and we'll put the lid on and I'll catch you outside. How about that? Okay, so we're outside here. We got a fire going and we're going to put our Sunday roast on the fire. So all you do is you take your Dutch oven, okay? Got you a nice bed of coals. Set that puppy in there. Take your E-tool or a shovel. Get you some more coals. Sprinkle them around on the top. Okay? And then you will let it cook for about 4 hours. So I'm gonna finish putting the coals on here and we'll see you guys back in about 4 hours. Okay, so it's been about 4 hours, give or take, and it's time for us to take it out. Following good looks. Is that what it is? Why ain't it blowing that way?
It's going towards Odessa now.
Now, I'm going to bring this out so y'all can take a look. Taters are done. Look how nice and soft they are. Look at that. You know, that's how you tell if a tater's done. Right there. Slips right off. Let's take a chunk out of the middle. Bring that up close to the camera. Look at that. And it's very, very moist. Just peels right off. That's some good stuff. So, I felt her eyes right in the back of my head. Like, I know you not over there chewing on that piece of meat, and you ain't bringing me none.
How rude. Is it hot?
A little bit.
A little bit. Can you blow it off for me?
No, my little princess. Here, let me cut off tiny little pieces so I can feed.
That's very good.
You're like a day-old chick. You just get close and you're like,
Give me that.
that was my favorite.
I'm gonna bite your finger off.
So now all we gotta do is cut it up and serve. And that's it. That's a nice crock pot, or not a crock pot. It's a nice Dutch. See, this is doing the slate, y'all. And every time she would do the slate, she wouldn't say Dutch oven. She was like, prepping crock pot meal, take 27. Bow! So now it's got me like crock pot. But this is a quick Dutch oven meal. It's really good. It's really tasty. Simple to do. These type of meals, when the grid goes down and you got to cook your meat, you can go ahead and put them in the Dutch oven. Once you have your fire going and you got some coals, get it in the Dutch oven. Set it out here. Keep your fire going and constantly putting in fresh coals around, underneath, and on top. And then you can go and do what you need to do on your homestead while the grid is down. Either securing everything up, smoke's changing.
Following you.
I must be fixing to get a lot of money because they say smoke follows beauty and money. And I know out of the two of us, I'm not the pretty one. So, but this frees you up where you've got a meal and you're able to go and do whatever it is that you need to do on your homestead, whether it's starting to secure things down because you know it's fixing to get bad, or if it's go out and if this was... Okay guys, hey, sorry about that. I was just in here in post-production. I was hoping when we were filming the wind wasn't that bad. But right where this video ended, right there where we were outside, the wind just got horrific. And basically what I was saying was that this type of crock pot meal, it's a good meal. You can get lots of calories, and it's a slow cook meal, so you can put it out on the fire and then go around about your daily chores, your daily business, whatever it is that you need to do at this particular point in time. Okay, so that was basically it for that video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, found it informative. But hey, don't forget to come by tomorrow for our live stream where we're just sitting around chewing the fat at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. That's Saturday, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Well, thanks for coming by the Big Bear Homestead, and like always, have a nice day.